Hello everyone, today in this video we are going to talk about who should you pull for in the version 2.1 of Honkai Star Rail. So as we know, we are getting two brand new characters, Acheron and Aventurine. Acheron in the first phase and Aventurine in the second phase. On the first phase we are getting a rerun of Luocha. Finally, yeah, a lot of people who missed out on Luocha can have Luocha now. That's good. Not only just that, we're getting a sustained character and we're getting the best DPS character in the game after DHIL level, Jingliu. Alright, let's talk about Acheron. First of all, we're gonna talk about Acheron. So Acheron is a Nihility lightning character. From what we have seen in the live stream, she is a character which is not very free to friendly, because on Acheron you need to have a certain amount of light cones. Her light cones are not free to play friendly. For example, let's just say I'm gonna open the game right now and I'm gonna tell you exactly why I'm saying this. Because if you look at it, if you don't have this light cone, good night and sleep well. Alright, if you don't have this light cone on your account, then you have to pull for her signature light cone. You have to pull for a signature light cone, which is this one. This is her signature light cone, Brilliant Fixation. So if you don't have this copy, you're basically kind of screwed. So basically, for free to play players, if you get lucky and can get her light cone, good on you. But if you don't, if you build pity and you're gonna basically run your Acheron without any light cone, unless you Alright, so this is one light cone that you can run. Okay, if you don't have this light cone, there is another option. There is another option for you, is this light cone, Wealth light cone. You can run this light cone on her. But if you don't even have this, then you are kind of screwed, my friend, because you're probably gonna have to wait for a banner, for a light cone banner, which can give you good night and sleep well. And if you get good night and sleep well from here, from the standard, you get lucky, then you should just, you should be happy, I guess. So what do you want to do? I would not recommend pulling for Acheron if you don't have this. If you don't have her signature, if you don't have good night sleep well, if you don't have basically Wealth light cone. But if you have been saving up for Acheron and have a lot of stellar jades and you want to get her light cone, then you really don't need to worry about anything. But for free to play players, you need to have this light cone, otherwise you're kind of screwed, my friend. So yeah, so, and as well as for the low spenders people, if you are going for Acheron but not her light cone, but if you have the light cones that I mentioned, then you can pull for her. All right, now let's talk about Luocha. Luocha is getting rerun. Luocha is getting rerun on the first phase of the banner. So he will be rerunning with Acheron. So Luocha is Abandon's imaginary character. He's a very insane character, guys. I highly recommend getting him. You can run him in DOT team, you can run him in any team. He is such a universal character. I have him for a very long time. since last year. I've been playing this game since day one. This is my free to play account, by the way. And I'm gonna tell you, Luocha is just an amazing character. Overall, he is insane. With Luocha is that he has a this self-healing thing where every time he goes lower 50% HP, he can heal himself. Not only just that, any allies that goes below 50, he will auto heal them. So that is one of the great feature about Luocha. Luocha is an amazing character, guys. I highly recommend getting him. With Luocha, you can run Bailu's light cone. You can run pretty much any abundance light cone that you can. One light cone that I really think you can run is another free-to-play 3-star light cone. You can run this light cone as well. It advance forward your it gives you a 12% advance forward. If you have multiple copies of this, yeah, it will be insane. So this light cone is very good as well on him. You can run a lot of multiple light cones on him. A lot of options, very free to play options are there. Patience is all you not patience, perfect timing is a gacha light cone. That light cone has a Luocha picture on it. That light cone is also very good on Luocha. So yeah, I highly recommend Luocha if you don't have a limited 5-star sustain healer. I recommend getting one sustain healer and one preservation character on your account. So if you have Fushuan but you don't have, if you have Bailu, you need Luocha because you need a limited 5-star, one per limited, like a one sustain healer limited, one limited sustain healer, one limited preservation. All right, that's what you need on your account. That's I would recommend for any new players, any old players, you know. All right, so this is we talked about the second phase. We talked about the first phase. Now we're going to talk about the second phase. All right, so in the second phase we're getting Aventurine. Aventurine is a preservation character. Follow the element of imaginary. All right, he follows the path of preservation, and from what it looks like, he's going to be a really amazing character, especially for the follow-up team. Let me just run his gameplay over here. Do they have their gameplay? So yeah, Aventurine is going to be amazing in my opinion. Where is gameplay? There you go. So yeah, Aventurine is gonna be insane, as you can see in the gameplay here. He's very good with doctor ratio, and he will protect you. He won't get CC from the enemies. He has a good, very good crowd control, so he won't get CC. You will get he has a lot. If you like, from he will be very amazing preservation character. He won't die easily in the, like, if you run him in the simulated universe, you can run him in Swamp Disaster, he won't get one shot. So he's a very preservation limited 5-star character. I highly recommend Aventurine. If you don't have Fushuan, get him. Get Aventurine. I highly recommend. If you don't have Fushuan, or if you are planning to getting Fushuan because you want to build mono quantum team, then you can skip Aventurine, in my opinion. But if you really I don't think they will release any new. This will be most likely the last preservation character in my opinion. I feel like, I mean, they will release in the future, but I feel like he will, for now it will be Aventurine only. So I feel like getting him will be very important. If you really care for the follow-up attack team, like if you have a Topaz, if you have doctor ratio, then I think you will benefit a lot out of from Aventurine. So Aventurine does benefit the follow-up attack team, and I think he will be really amazing for your doctor ratio and Topaz. So I highly recommend Aventurine. Aventurine. He will be very good for your team. If for new players, if you don't have Fushuan, I highly recommend getting him. But if you want to build mono quantum team, then you can skip him. It's very easy. All right. Now we're gonna talk about Jingliu. So Jingliu is getting rerun. Where's my Jingliu at? Jingliu is getting rerun with Aventurine. So basically, Jingliu is the best is the only limited 5-star deep ice DPS character. We have Yangxing. Yangxing is pretty bad. Let's just say Yangxing is really bad. Just forget about him. She is the key. She is the #1 DPS character in the entire game. After close to DHIL. DHIL and her are like on the same level, but they are really insane. She is the top DPS. Every I can recommend this character to every new player. Jingliu is a very free-to-play friendly character. She has, with Jingliu, the one thing that I can tell you, she one of her traces, one of her talent, I think one of her talent gives 50 crit rate. So basically her talent gives you 50 crit rate. 50 crit rate you're getting from her talent. So building Jingliu is very easy, but you just have to get 30 crit rate. Anything above around 30 crit rate or above 30 crit rate, like I have about 32 crit rate, and try to get as many as crit damage as possible. Boom, your Jingliu is gonna go to do so much damage. And the light cone wise, I have the signature light cone. I got pretty lucky that I got her signature light cone on my free-to-play account. Signature light cone, you can also run this light cone as well. You can also run this light cone Aeon. You can get it from the simulated universe. So that is the reason why Jingliu is very free-to-play friendly character in my opinion, and I highly recommend Jingliu. Very free-to-play friendly for new players, for old players who don't have Jingliu, get her. I highly recommend it. If you guys enjoy the video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and good luck on your pulls. Whoever you want to pull, just make sure you make the right decision, and yeah. All right, I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.